Good morning, everybody. It's me, Shad, probably Nerdic. And as you can tell from the camera setup and the title of the video, we're here to talk about some TTRPG stuff today. A couple years ago, I backed this project that I saw on Kickstarter. Just fell in love with the idea. It's from 1985 Games. It's called Obojima, Tales from the Tall Grass. A beautiful book, pretty thick. It's almost 400 pages. I backed it, like I said, around two years ago, maybe a little longer. Forgive me if I got the dates wrong, but it's been in production for a while, and I just got it this past week, and I've had time to sit and flip through it and read it. And I just want to talk about it. You know, I love to share books for TTRPGs when I find them. This is a 5e supplement. It appears to be written with the 2014 rules in mind. Excuse me. It's got everything you need to run like a Miyazaki film, Legend of Zelda style game. I love it. I mean, look at that art. That cover art's great. The art on the back's pretty good too. Forgive the ring light reflection. I'm not going to show you a ton of the book because I would like you to get it yourself. This is not an ad. This is a book, like I said, I kickstarted. I really love this sort of thing. I don't know that I'll ever get to play it, but as a collector of rule books and settings, this belongs on my shelf. So let's look at the table of contents real quick. Alright, on the table of contents here, we have themes and tone, spirit realm, spirits. This game, the setting is takes place on an island, Obojima. That's the way I'm pronouncing it. I have not heard anyone actually say it. I'm sure they've said it somewhere on a podcast or two. But that's my pronunciation. Forgive me if I've got it wrong. It's an island that's on this plane, on this planet, and the island moves. And they don't know how. It's discussed in the lore, but the island moves, and the other land masses on the island, on the planet, also move, so they never come within contact of each other. There's really no discussion in this book about what's on the outside world. It is a self-contained little island. It's not even one of the biggest islands according to the lore, and it's a completely different type of environment than your average high fantasy setting, or even like your more Japanese themed locales in a game like Tian Sha. This is very much a love letter to that Legend of Zelda Miyazaki vibe. Like there's a bunch of spells that they've removed from the setting. Like there's no disintegrate, there's no power word kill, nothing like that applies to the game. I mean, of course you could play it in it, but like it's antithetical to the settings vibe. A bunch of different regions are broken down. The technology's funny because it's like 1980s era technology, so like there's CRT TVs and stuff. As you saw on the back art, there's vehicles. You get your factions. There's a corruption that's plaguing the island, so it's kind of, in that regard, it reminds me of Breath of the Wild, where there was the corruption everywhere and you had to deal with it. Also, Tears of the Kingdom had it too, if I remember correctly. I've never finished Tears of the Kingdom. That's neither here nor there. There are the various regions broken down. Several, I mean, there's a lot of regions, and then you get your player options. You have your ancestries. There's a couple bespoke ancestries. The bookmarks don't work on this particular PDF. Like there's like a frog people. There's elves, but elves are not elves like we expect them to be. Elves are actually born of human parents, but they're like magical in that regard. The subclasses, there's a handful of subclasses. Let's see if this PDF's a little older than the final version of the book. I know this is real exciting stuff. Hold on. Bear with me. elves. Nakudama, those are the frog people. There's a group of beings called Dara, which are they're like, they vary from really short to really tall, like 7 feet tall, and their color, like red, blue, that changes their characteristics. They suggest if you wanted to play as an orc, you could make it like the first green Dara, because there is suggestions in here for how to play other ancestries, like the more traditional dragonborn gnomes, orcs, tieflings, halflings, dwarves. Subclass wise, there's a barbarian subclass, a bard subclass, a druid subclass. Omar wants to join in. Fighter subclass, a monk, a paladin, a ranger. Buddy, hey, what? Come here. Come here. Come here. A rogue. Apologies. I just don't want to show all of them because I don't want to give it away. Oni Bloodline Sorcerer. Origami Mage. The Lantern Warlock. There's setting-specific backgrounds, obviously. There's a bunch of equipment, a bunch of adventuring gear, feats, skills, magic items. As you can see here on the right here, if you can see where I'm pointing with the cursor, omitted spells. They have their own spells. There's a whole thing about alchemy and brewing potions and stuff that's bespoke to this game. I know other publishers have put one out in their own different design ethos, but this is for this setting. Companion spirits, companion types, various creatures, your monster stuff, and a couple, a trio here of adventures. And now this mysteries, history, and more bit right here, this is mostly geared towards the GM, where you find out a little more of the secrets of the island, like why did the island stop moving? What is the corruption? They are planning a second book. No word yet on when that will happen. But I really, really, really dig what they did here with this book. Let me find some of the art I want to share. Like, here's a good look at the art from the back of the book. Like, that's what was on the back of the book that you can kind of see. A little potion shop, and a little pickup truck. Bear with me as I switch back and forth to pull up various art pieces. There's this one. Cute little forest spirit and some hummingbirds. Omar's really wanting attention right now. Hi, buddy. It says here that there are no souls in this world, so there's no like traditional ghosts. Spirits are a different thing in this world. Omar, stop with the keyboard, dude. He's nuzzling everything, and it gave me a bit of an issue here. There's another one. Definitely Spirited Away vibes, right? Again, apologies for the flipping back and forth. Here's the timeline. Here's a bit about the technology you'll see. With vending machines and the spirits hanging around. I didn't want to see my face. I was trying to change the screens or the art. Here's a good one. Just the general aesthetic of the setting. I love it. Your mileage may vary. I think it's phenomenal. Again, may never ever get to play a game here in this setting, but I like that it exists. It's a delightful Miyazaki-esque setting. Hey, here we go. This is a good one too. With the nature sprites, nature spirits, however you want to call them. I think they're called spirits in this. Dealing with this ostensibly 1980s modernity. Check it out. I'm not sure where you can get it just yet. I should have probably looked into that. I would check 1985games.com or obojima.com. In fact, let me do that for you real quick. Because, like I said, I backed it a while ago. Yeah, you can pre-order it. It's up for pre-order now. The PDF is $30. The book itself is $50. It is due out next month, June 2025. You can get the PDF instantly. They have vending machine dice, which are kind of cool looking, and they have spirit dice, which are kind of cool looking. They have potion and ingredient decks for people that like cards. There's a sticker pack. Just go check out obojima.com and you'll see what's on offer. I really adore this setting. I cannot wait to dive into it more and read about their various adventures, and the subclasses seem pretty cool. Not all of them are my thing, but like there's definitely cause for them to show up in home games of mine. I like what they did here. I hope you'll check it out. I'll put the link to 1985 Games and obojima.com down below, and I hope you check it out. Yeah, 1985 Games sells a lot of stuff. They got dice, they got maps, they got dungeon craft stuff, play mats. Check out their main site too. That's worth it too. But it's mostly about this. I just really cannot understate how much I love this. In fact, the only complaint I have, other than probably never going to get to play a game in this setting, is the book lacks a ribbon. I love a good ribbon in a book, but other than that, the art's great, the writing's good. Give it a look, give it a pre-order, buy the PDF if you want, and I hope you find as much joy in it as I did. Stay tuned for more TTRPG stuff as things roll out. I like to open minis. I like to gush about Kickstarters that I've backed and think that you should take a look at. Maybe I'll start actually showcasing Kickstarters, since I can't back as many of them as I would like, because I'm a poor man. But I like doing this. I like talking about TTRPG stuff, and I like showing you the cool stuff that is available out there that isn't Wizards of the Coast, isn't Paizo, isn't Kobold Press. Like, people put out good stuff. There's a lot of really good third-party content out there, and I, for one, am always more than happy to talk about it. I just don't get to do it as often enough because, again, money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.